How you doing, everyone? It is CL Lowry, back again with another video. I am the author of The Black Badge Confessions of Corruption, and I am a writer under Creedom Publishing Company, the home of creative freedom. Back again with another video, this one regarding Createspace cover types. And those of you who may know, and those of you who may not know, when you publish a book through Createspace, you have the choice of a cover type, matte or glossy. Many of you who saw my first video in reference to self-publishing with Createspace know that I chose glossy when I got my books originally printed. Since then, I made a couple edits to the book, a couple little slight modifications. So when I ordered my second batch to proof, this is a small batch of 5, I figured, you know what, let me just order it in matte to see how it looks. And I must say, from the first glance when I took it out the box, very impressed. Looks very well. The first thing you may notice that I noticed is the color tint. The glossy has a little bit more purplish tint to it. The matte is an exact image when it comes to the cover colors of how it looked on the computer. The feel of it is very different. Obviously, the glossy has more of a plastic feel, and the matte is very soft, just like velvet. Actually feels good. They look amazing. They both look amazing. So Createspace is doing a good job with that. There are just a couple issues I have seen with the matte and the glossy that may sway you, may not sway you. Depends on your personal preference for each cover, and also depends on your publisher's personal preference for each cover. The two on the left are the matte, and the two on the right are the glossy. As you can see, these are fresh out the box, and these are about 2 weeks old. One of the things I noticed already on the glossy is an edge that is coming up. That may be from handling this book. This book may have been handled, and that may be the cause, because it's not on this one. So that's one thing you need to take into consideration when it comes to durability. I don't see that issue anywhere else on this book. So one thing that I did notice when it comes to the matte is the way it sticks up. So the cover sticks up like this, and this is fresh out the box. It's probably been handled once or twice, so that's one issue. I didn't really see it on the back of that book. Let's see if it's on this one. And you have a slight one there. It's slightly raised, so that may speak to the durability of this matte cover. Unknown if this is a matte issue or if this is a Createspace issue. You see we have a little bit back here on this back cover. And let me check this book. And you don't have it here, so well, it just came up. But like I said, not too bad with the glossy. Let's see, it's flat, little raised there, but like I said, this book was handled, so that's expected. And on this side, nothing. Nice, perfect, nice flat. So that's one thing you may want to take into consideration, depending on if you're really sold on matte or sold on Createspace. Obviously, we have it there. So not a big issue, but an issue nonetheless. The next thing I noticed were the edges for the matte book. They are very rough, very jagged, if you can see it. I don't know if this is, once again, a matte issue, if this is how all matte book covers are, or if this is a Createspace issue with their printing and their lamination on their matte cover. So very, 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 very jagged, very rough, which may not actually be a bad thing, depending on your cover, depending on your style preference. So once again, for me, that's not enough to say I wouldn't get the matte. But for this particular novel, the glossy, smooth. Very, very, very smooth, very clean. Has a very traditional feel to it, a very traditional look to it. So, for this particular novel, with the amount of graphics, the photographs that I have on this cover, my personal preference just from these simple issues would be the glossy. But that's just for me, my personal preference. The matte looks amazing, like I said. It's the exact colors. The texture is different, it feels good. But for this particular cover, for me, I like the glossy better. So when it comes down to it, it's all about the author's personal preference, all about the publisher's personal preference, and also about the content in your book. If your content is rough, or if your content is soft and velvety per se, you may want to go with the matte. I would use it for if I had bigger text. If I had a cover, like some covers like Shatter Me, for instance, and some cover like 3, the novel 3, where the text is very large, there's not much imagery when it comes to the cover graphics, I would definitely prefer to use the matte just to give it another look, just to give it another feel than the majority of the books out here. And matte is definitely an upcoming favorite for new authors. So, but for me, just because of the graphics and the detail in this cover, I just think the glossy fits better for me for the black badge. It's a lot of detail. So, depending on the next novels I write, depending on how big the text and the layout, and depending on actually the designer, I may be using matte for that next book. So matte, like I said, they both look good, they both feel good. Just a couple issues, and with matte is more physical issues than anything else. This is another one I think I skipped over. Is the edge. This edge is very ruffled and very damaged, but this could be from packaging. This could have them, of course, on delivery. This is a book that's fresh out the box, and as you can see, they have it there. This is the glossy book, nice and clean. So, like I said, very minor things. Overall, Createspace did a wonderful job. It looks good, it feels good, but my personal preference for the black badge would be glossy. So, just a word of advice: think about your content, think about your design, think about the imagery on the cover, and make a choice from those things. Not from when it comes to durability, when it comes to the look, when it comes to all those things. Printing with Createspace, when it comes to their covers, they're both equal. So the choice of which one you will go with is based on personal preference. So with that being said, good luck with all your writing. Good luck with your novels. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you felt this video was helpful in any way. Leave a comment. Don't forget to visit our website, www.creedompublishing.com. If you have any questions, anything else you want to know about uploading, the uploading process was actually the same. Once you upload your book to Createspace, you go through a series, a process. It's usually 24 hours to get everything approved. Actually, when you change the cover, you don't need to wait the 24-hour process again. Usually, when you change the interior of the book, you have to wait another 24 hours for them to review it, for them to accept it. But switching the cover type from glossy to matte didn't require me to go through the review process again. So it's an easy click. So my personal opinion and advice to you would be to order both during your proof copies. Order a proof of the matte, order a proof of the glossy, pass it around, get the opinions of your loved ones, get the opinions of other writers, and see which one fits before you make your bulk order. So it's very easy to do and very good quality on both covers. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns regarding self-publishing, regarding cover designs, regarding cover type choice, any other questions you have for me or Creedom Publishing, you can email us at creedompublishing@outlook.com. Like I said, don't forget to subscribe to our videos. We will have more. We have children's books coming out in the summertime, so we'll see how that goes, how they look as well. We'll be uploading videos. We also have a video for upcoming book fairs and festivals we'll be doing. So we'll do a video on layouts for your vending table and just a couple tips on selling and actually how we did. So stay tuned, subscribe to our videos, subscribe to our channel, like the video, share the video, and good luck on your writing and your endeavors. Stay blessed.